you're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Payne. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Snags it quickly on the left. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
That's a big-time play on the D-line right there. And listen, you know, they've had a lot of NFL guys in recent years up front. William the Fridge Perry. Old-school Clemson, great on the D-line. He'd be proud of watching that performance on that last play. This guy right here, man, sometimes he just looks like a throwback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Makes a connection. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt. They want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipke if they can stop him on 3rd down. Hauls it in. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. They'll go to the ground. Inside the 25. Lots of running room. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish!
And this defense really wanted to come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took control. They owned the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football game.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it back. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. That's caught. It's Brown. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man.
My old coach said, you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. From the gun, running back gets to give. Got room at the 35. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss it. If this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Working well behind the sticks on second down. This time it's complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
How about the hit on the tight end there? They knew they had to bring the lumber on the big fella to bring him down, and they just blew him up.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. It's complete! He gets it in! Touchdown, Tiger! A methodical drive, and they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target. They make the big play, get the touchdown.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistols. Using his legs at slot. Shakes off the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Makes the catch. It's blocked. It's a seam wide open. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Pulls it and fires to the left. At the 45, on his way. Sprinting away. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, big update in a top 5 game today. Ohio State is currently ahead in this one, but they're not exactly putting the Buckeye leaves on those helmets just yet. This is a tight one in Columbus. They're up by 7 over Penn State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in a 1 versus 2 matchup you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Off-play action. He's moving out of the pocket. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Scanning the field, it's Klubnik. There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets it out of there for the first time today, and didn't see much of him in that loss a week ago. Called on just once. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here come the Irish, back on offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. On the run, it's locked.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the running back has it. There he goes. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. They've got a first down here to open the period. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Finds his tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
If you don't convert on this 4th down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal. He's got it. First down and more. There he goes. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. That's what you've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
No good. Flag on the field, and the kicker's going to have a little bit shorter distance to work with here. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. On the ground, it's locked. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame! A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So they marched the ball 41 yards on that drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Unloads it downfield. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Still running at the 40. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Gets it out fast. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Quick completion on the out. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires to the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Back to throw, it's Klubnik. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. Quarterback making adjustments. Going for 6. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Snagged out of the air. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find...
Catch inside the 25. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Irish. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Unloads to the right. Holds it in. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down.
And this is good news for the offense here because they've got their Heisman-caliber receiver in a bit of a groove. Back-to-back catches. The defense
throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time,
going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
Another incompletion on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's down at the 27. They can't stop the clock, and this is a first down. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, we're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Michigan found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage maize and blue football. Those folks in the big house won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Looking for a man, it's Carr. Moves away as he feels pressure. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Going to try to get it himself. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Clemson jumps to the line.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially...
He lobs one high down the left side. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Handoff from the gun. He breaks a tackle. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Quickly to the tight end. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. If he can keep putting together games like this, he might have a shot at Brady Quinn's career touchdown record of 95. All the great quarterbacks the Irish have had, guys like Joe Theismann, John Hewart, nobody's even close to that.
Yeah, and that's crazy to think about being in that kind of a company. And Notre Dame's always been a good running team. And when they find quarterbacks and have great quarterback play, then I think they start to take off to that next level. And so far, he's showing that here today.
And right down the middle. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be chased out of bounds inside his own 20 at the 18-yard line, and a great job of coverage there. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 30. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Finds his big tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Clemson is quick to the line. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. They started this drive with a big play, but now they need a conversion to keep it alive on third down. Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on third down, forcing the fourth down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Throws for the tight end. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Ready to fire from the pistol. Give to the running back. Look out, he's got room. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Just feeds the running back. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on third and short. Trying to set up the screen. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. The throw to the outside is complete. Turns it on at midfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double-team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him before he gets started this time and knock him down in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does.
Looking for the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, it doesn't get much bigger than a couple of top 5 teams going toe-to-toe. Here's the latest on this gigantic showdown. Ohio State is in front. They've led for most of the game. However, Brutus isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 10 over Penn State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this top 5 Clash of the Titans, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. Out across the 20, they'll mark him out of bounds right at the 21-yard line. Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air. It's Klubnik. Going over the top. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the